Can you hear me now? I think it should work now. Bonjour. Okay, so sorry for the technical glitch. Joshua, I would like to correct you here. It was entendre, not entendre. Allez, correct yourself. J'espère que vous tous allez bien. Send any emoji in the chat if y'all are good. Nice, Japlin. So I am using my phone to see the chat. Excuse me if I am looking down. Okay, come on. Others also send a few emojis. After Mystique, I like the emoji that you have sent. Okay, for now, our top fans are Japlin and Joshua. Let's see by the end who it is. I would like to see. Joshua, there's nothing to be worried about. Tu as fait ton première erreur, mais c'est quand on apprend. Okay, that's the way we learn. So I appreciate that you have made an error. The others have not even made an error. So yeah, there you go. Okay, loving the emojis. Okay, so we have good, I guess, around 30 people online with us. Welcome everyone to this live. This is the first live that I'm taking. I hope you like it, and if I make any errors, just excuse me. This is the first time I'm doing it, but I hope to do my best. There's a lot of similar emojis. Would like to see some variation. Ali. Okay, so today's topic, as we all know, as our team has been telling you all since a long time, it's COD and COI today. Complément d'objet direct et indirect. Does anyone want to say anything before I start? You know, and anything, not just COI, COD, anything you want to ask or anything you want to say in the chat. And we have a big room for errors. Okay, so don't worry about making errors. There's a lot of space to make errors. Yeah, because this is not a test or an exam or anything. Even in the tests you have the room to make errors. It's just that you should not make a lot of them. We try to be, we try to make as less errors in our lives as we can, but we cannot not make errors. So Shashwat is saying he's always confused between when to use preposition plus tonic. Preposition tonic, okay, versus normal COD COE. I don't know what that means exactly, Shashwat, I'm sorry. But I will I do get it a little. If you could give me an example of preposition plus tonic, that would be very nice. Okay, Joshua déteste les deux, COD and COE. Yes, Joshua told me that this morning, but we are going to work through them. We do hate a lot of things, but it's while going with them that we can start liking something, I guess. And if we still, hate them even after we have tried to be nice to them, we can continue hating them, but we have to try. Okay. Well, merci, Jacqueline. Uh, I do not have a routine. So yeah, that's the glow. Allez, Shashwat was saying he was confused between preposition plus tonic versus normal COD COE. We are going to talk about normal COD plus COE. Shashwat, if by the end of the session, if you can tell me what you mean by preposition plus tonic, or the other faculties or others, if you could tell me what that is, I would be able to talk about it. But for now, we are talking about normal COD plus COE. First, we will be talking about COD. Uh, Ali, what is COD? Waiting for a few things in the chat before I speak. Also, one thing, like while all of you are typing, the team does say Vibha ma'am. I am young, and if you don't want to call me ma'am, even my colleagues, it's fine. I am more than happy if you call me just by my name, and you don't have to say Vibha ma'am. uh, I think it's uh, something that has started since I've been doing this since a long time, and normally people just say ma'am. It has started to develop now, but I am perfectly fine with you calling me Vibha. So yeah, thanks Shubhra. Ok Joshua, très bien. COD remplace l'objet direct. Now what is the objet direct? In English we say direct object. To give you an example of direct object, for example, I have tea. Je bois du thé. I am drinking tea. What is the direct object in this sentence? Shashwat, wait. You are in the right direction, but not really. So yeah, talking about tea. Le thé, yes, Joshua, correct. Le thé is our direct object. So we will replace it. Let me share my screen. Not this one. Oh, not this one as well. Wait. Okay. We are talking about the COD. Quand le nom est précédé d'un article défini, adjectif possessif ou démonstratif. No, Kavita ma'am, not the cash on delivery. Sorry. We are not shopping today. Unless you decide to shop on our website. Maybe someone can put our website in the chat. But yeah, the tea was our COD here. It's the direct object. Okay, I am drinking tea. So if you ask your verb what or quoi, okay, what or quoi, if you ask the verb, you will get your direct object. Okay, for example, if I say I write a letter, okay, what is my verb in this sentence? We are doing this in English just to understand what the object is. We will be doing that for French as well. So I write a letter. What is the verb here? To write, écrire, yes. So we ask, write what? I write what? So I get the answer. What is the answer? Yes. Letter. Yes, exactement. So my letter will become my direct object. Okay. So we are just understanding right now how to understand the COD. Okay, the pronouns we'll talk about them later. So our COD in the sentence, for example, read the yeah, the first sentence. Tu écoutes le professeur. Okay, here the verb is écouter. The verb is écouter, and le professeur will be my COD. Why? Because if I say tu écoutes quoi, we get the answer le professeur. Okay, so le professeur is our COD. I hope this is clear. What is a COD? I hope you understand. If everyone is clear till here, send me an animal in the chat. An animal emoji, by the way. Okay, we have a dog, yes. I don't know which animal Joplin has sent. It is one type of a monkey. I don't know which one. We have a wolf, a lion, a dinosaur, a chick, a baby tiger, a penguin. Okay, très bien. Appreciate the animals very much. So, yes. Uh, okay, it's a gorilla. Thanks. Sava. So, that was our COD. Now we see what are the uh, pronouns. Okay, so if this is not okay, wait. So je, when I have written je, it means the first person singular. You here means second person singular, and so on. So if your object, your direct object, is first person singular, you will be replacing it with ma. When it's second person singular, you will be replacing it with t. When it's third person singular, it's either la or la depending on the gender, and so on. For first person plural, nu. Second person plural or second person formal, vous. And third person singular, le. Okay, so this is the right hand side column is for when we will be replacing the object. Okay, now why do we replace the object? Okay, I will be giving you an example in English for this. We say I'm drinking tea. Okay, I'm drinking tea. I'm drinking the tea made with honey. Okay, I'm drinking the tea hot. So the tea is being repeated again and again. So instead of saying I'm drinking the tea hot, I can say I'm drinking it hot. Okay, so that is why we are replacing the direct object with these pronouns so as not to repeat. Okay, now we will look at the same example. Okay, tu écoutes le professeur. Okay, if there was another, like if the context were to continue, we will say tu écoutes le professeur qui parle en anglais. Okay, so all of this, which means the professor will be continuing, so we say tu l'écoutes. Okay, because our verb is starting with an e, we are doing l apostrophe. If no, we would have done le. Okay, uh, so yeah, tu écoutes le professeur, tu l'écoutes. Is this clear? Okay, good morning, Jeet. Okay, très bien. So, we are looking at the second sentence. Ils ont écouté la radio. Ils l'ont écouté. Okay, ça va? I will give you a few minutes to read these sentences and make such sentences of your own. Okay, I want in the chat, when you are sending your sentences, I want two sentences, one like the whole sentence and the other with the replacement. If you want, I will scroll up and down, just let me know. Excuse me for my throat. Sometimes I am coughing a lot lately. Okay, I'm waiting for sentences. Also, just so you know, there is a lag between what I say, so I think that's 5 to 10 seconds of lag. So when I say something, you hear it after a few seconds. So yeah, waiting for the sentences now. Okay. Wow, okay. Joplin, je mange une pomme. Shweta, I will answer your question. But Joplin, je mange une pomme. So, une pomme will be your COD. I will be looking at a phrase sentence. Je mange du gâteau, je le mange. Très bien. Joshua, okay, showing off a little now. C'est la première fois que je mange les framboises, je les adore. Very good sentence, Joshua. I like it. And then there's no reason that you have to hate the COD and COE. If you're able to do this now, you should be able to do this when you write and when you speak. Shweta, pourquoi il y a deux E à écouter? Okay, good question. She's asking why there are two E's here in the end. Now, this is because it might be a little difficult for the lower like A1 A2 level students to understand. I'm just telling you because there is a question. If you do not understand, it's fine for now. Okay, ils l'ont écouté. When our COD is before the verb, we are making an accord. Okay, we have la radio. Radio is féminin. Okay, oui, radio is féminin. The COD is before the verb, so we are adding an extra E. Okay, this is called accord. Shweta, I hope this is clear. If no, we can look at more examples later and we'll understand a little bit extra. Okay, Pyle ma'am has a good sentence. J'aime cette chemise, je l'ai achetée aujourd'hui. Sorry, je la achète aujourd'hui. Not acheté. Ça va. J'ai vu le film hier, but COD is not always before the verb. Yes. Well, I will discuss this a little in detail, Joshua. But first we have to discuss this. Then we go to COI and then we discuss this. Okay. COD is like this. Yes. It also depends on the verbs and all. Let me get back to you on this one. So yeah, this was the basic COD. I had less sentences now. I was hoping for more, but Sawa, is everything clear with COD? From this, just the basic ones. For the feminine, masculine, we will come back to it. Okay. Sawa. Sawa. So this was COD, that was the direct object. Okay, remember direct object. Next we are looking at our COI. Janvi has a good sentence. Les parents aident enfants. We'll write aident les enfants. Ils les aiment. Les parents aident leurs enfants. Ils les aiment. Ok. Très bien. Very good. Joshua again has done it. COD était un peu difficile, mais je l'aime maintenant. Très bien. Je suis heureuse que tu l'aimes. Grâce à moi. Okay, Joshua. Ça va. We are moving to COE. Right when we are... okay, yeah. COE. COE, similar to COD, a little different. Janvi is saying something. Les parents aident leurs enfants, ils les aiment. Janvi, you had the same sentence, didn't you? Okay, Sava, moving to COE. This is the indirect object. Okay, souvent you will see that there is a preposition a. Okay, in English I'll say I talk to my friends. Okay, I'll say I speak French to my friends. Okay, so there are two things. I speak French to my friends. Okay, so if you ask the question what to the verb, you will find your COD, that will be French. But if you ask mm, to what or to who, so like with to, you will get your COI. Okay, Sava, we will look at a few examples and hence it will be clearer. This is just the table, but I will show you these examples here first. Je parle à mon mari. Okay, je parle à mon mari. Here, à mon mari. Okay, so mon mari is our COE. Okay, we ask to the verb à qui. Okay, à qui. COI are always including people then. Well, uh, we could say that, but I won't take it as a rule. Okay, it's not a rule, but for most times you can say. Jeet, what is this? Open your eyes. Okay. Uh, well, I was saying yes. Sorry, Joshua. I was saying I won't take it as a rule, just in case. Yeah. Well, okay. For now, you for just for today, let's say, if it is just people. Yeah. Sava. Uh, we are looking at this table right now for the replacement of the indirect object. If the indirect object is the first person singular, it's moi. Second person singular is te. Third person singular, lui. First person plural, nous. Second person plural, vous. And third person plural, leur. Sava? Till here, is it clear? Yes, I guess I agree with you there, Joshua. Uh, but yeah, I will have to confirm that later. Palak has said lur. Is there any doubt? So Palak has written lur. I'm asking Palak if there is any doubt. Well, okay. If Palak you have a doubt, you can tell me in the chat. But we are moving on. Are E and on extension of COI exactement? Yes, Shashwat. Yes, they are an extension of COI, because as we saw here, precedes précédé de la préposition. A is just for today, but E and on are also extensions of COE. Okay, Palak. Good, Shashwat. Good catch. Ok, so je réponds à mon chef par email. I want everyone to respond like replace. Okay. Yes. Here, je réponds à mon chef par email. I want everyone to replace the COI here and rewrite the sentence. Okay, Joshua. When we have the A here. When we replace, we take off the A as well. Shubhra has a good sentence, like the correct one. Je lui réponds par email. Okay, good. Shubhra, Shashwat, Afra. Ça va, je lui réponds par email. Okay, nice. So, can we have a few sentences? Just like we did for COD, where we have your original sentence and one sentence with the replacement. Moi aussi, Joshua, je préfère le COD aussi. But we're not supposed to have favorites. Shashwat, just check where is your indirect object. Il nous explique le leçon. It should be le leçon. And well, il nous explique le leçon. But here your le leçon will be the COD. There is no COI in this sentence. Okay, Shashwat. And Afra, je pense à toi aussi. Afra is saying, je pense à Vibha, je lui pense. Nous téléphonons à nos professeurs. Wow. You are calling your professors? Amazing. Nous leur téléphonons. Okay. Oui, Shashwat. Now is good. Elle explique la leçon à nous. Oui. Good. Now convert it using the COI. Okay, waiting for more sentences. Ok, je t'envoie une lettre. Très bien. Good, Pratibha. Très bien, Shashwat. Elle nous explique le leçon. Correct the gender. Le leçon. Also, one thing you should know about me is that I'm bad with genders in French. So yeah, it is also good for me that I correct you on genders. And yeah, if I make mistakes, in class or in their lives, just excuse me, but genders are tough and confusing, uh, as in real life. But okay, Joshua has a sentence. Je suis impatiente à parler à Marie, mais je ne sais quoi je ne sais quoi que je veux lui dire. Je ne sais. Ok, je ne sais pas quoi je veux lui dire. I'm just checking something. It's je suis impatient de Joshua. It's not je suis impatient à, je suis impatient de parler à Marie. Well, but good use of COI, Shashwat. Well, are you sure? Okay, well, if you are saying it, then okay, I'm sorry. Leçon is feminine, everyone. Excuse me, I'm sorry for this error. Uh, Joplin has a sentence. Je parle à mon professeur de l'examen. Je lui parle de l'examen. Ok, très bien. Many times, while saying, like talking in general with friends, especially, we say I told you, and all, and at that time I see when someone has to say that in French, especially the students, they say j'ai dit à toi. Okay, j'ai dit à toi is correct, but it's better if you say je t'ai dit. Okay, so I told you to not talk to Rajesh, for example. Je t'ai dit de ne pas parler à Rajesh. Okay. Ça va? Is this good? Okay, I want different flowers in the chat now. Allez. Joshua, oui, Marie ne veut pas parler à moi. Elle me déteste. Très bien. J'aime bien les phrases, Joshua. So, when I asked for flowers, Joplin sent me a pot, which is so trendy these days. And when we invite people, for a formal function as a speaker or something, now it is the trend that we give pots instead of flowers and a bouquet because it's more eco-friendly. So yeah, nice. Sava. Thank you so much for all the flower emojis. I love them very much. Je les aime beaucoup. Je les aime beaucoup was the COD. Merci beaucoup de m'envoyer des fleurs. De m'envoyer was COI. Okay. Wow. Also have a dessert flour. Ça va. I want to give you another sentence. Je donne à mes enfants du chocolat. I want to know specifically for this sentence. Okay, only this sentence. Do not look at other sentences on my screen, just this sentence. Je donne à mes enfants du chocolat. I will do one thing. I will just copy and paste this in a tab. Okay. Je donne à mes enfants du chocolat. I want to know which is the COD here and which is the COI here. LA, tell me. Calm down, Joshua. अरे जोशुआ डिलीट कर दिया. दैट वाज नॉट नीडेड बट ओके. मेर्सी अन्वेषा. LA, good. Du chocolat is our COD. Très bien. And yes, mes enfants is le COI. So, if I had to replace the sentence with just the COD, how will I do it? Okay, good. Janvi, Shashwat, yes. Moi aussi, Afra, je les aime, mais pas beaucoup. Joshua, I told you it's fine to make mistakes. Make mistakes. Je l'apprécie. For delete, we say effacer. Effacer is the verb to delete or to rub. Ok, Joshua, très bien. Je les donne à mes enfants. I am just copying it from the chat, but A with wow. Okay. Je les donne à mes enfants. And with COI, COI, oui, Shashwat, je leur donne du chocolat. Is everyone clear with these two sentences? If everyone is clear with these two sentences, like how we got here, nice, Afra. If everyone is clear with till here, you will send me what? Body parts in the chat. Des yeux, des oreilles, la bouche, les doigts. Yes, Joshua, you're right. Très bien. Because it's singular. Du chocolat is singular. If it were, je donne, if it was plural, we would do les donne. When we are counting chocolate, yes. Ça va. Okay, so now I want to ask you how we will do COD plus COI. I'll tell you, COD is before COI, the order. Très bien, Joshua, Janvi. Send more. Like more of you can send your responses. Très bien. Je le leur donne. Très bien. Good. I want all of you now to think of a sentence like this and then write it with the COD and COE together. Allez, give me a sentence. Okay. Je le lui envoie. Oui. If you're talking about a letter, I think it's femina. But if you're talking about a text or an email, it's masculin. So yeah. Je le lui envoie. Je la leur montre, oui. he took it. Okay, I will tell you. He took it. So if we so Sping said it's, I don't know your real name, but if you have to say he took it, try to think of it in a way, like make the whole sentence first if you're not able to do it. Okay, so say il a pris le gâteau. Okay, il a pris le gâteau. So we'll say we have just the COD here. Okay, so we are saying il l'a pris. Okay, ça va? I hope this is clear. Ping said it's. Oui, Choupra. J'ai fait une erreur, pardonnons le chocolat aux enfants. Maintenant, ils ne le me partagent pas. Très bien, Joshua. Je t'apprécie vraiment. Okay, ça va. So, if this is clear, COD and COI together, I will need natural elements. Je donne les fleurs à ma mère, je les me donne. Hein? Me donner afra. Because à ma mère, your mère is third person. Okay. Je les lui donne. So yeah. Okay, Joplin. Merci. Okay, Jeet. Thank you. Wow. Ça va. Looking for more emojis? Afra, it's fine. Mistakes are allowed. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. Très bien. Okay. So, if till here it's fine, just one last thing before we end. We were talking about genders. Okay. I will give you a sentence. I am effacing all of this. Je l'efface. Ok. Les lettres que j'ai écrites sont... Non, let's not do this. Les lettres que j'ai écrites à Marie sont tristes. Ok. 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 Les lettres que j'ai écrites à Marie sont tristes. Okay. So we have écrite. Okay. We are adding the gender here. Okay. Because normally we say j'écris les lettres. Okay, we know that lettre is femina. Okay, so we are making an accord here with our COD. Okay, now this is a little complicated because we don't know what is our COD. So remember when we were learning how to identify the COD, we said we ask our verb quoi or what. Okay, So our verb is écrire. Écrit quoi? It was les lettres. Okay. So in a structure like this, we are doing the accord. Okay. Is this clear? Is this understandable? Okay, I'll give you another example. La, la voiture que j'ai conduite est rouge. Ok, que j'ai conduite. Okay, but if I were to say le vélo que je conduis, yeah, conduit est rouge. I will repeat. Yes. Are you able to understand how we identified the COD here? That we have to know. So are you able to identify your COD here? Okay, to identify the COD, no, I won't say that this is passive voice. Yes, okay. So we are identifying uh, the COD, and depending on the COD, we have que, j'ai, conduite. Okay, so the verb will occur with the COD. Okay, so if it is confusing, just remember this sentence structure. Okay, it will help you. Okay, let me make this in the passé composé as well, so that we can continue. I know we don't conduit le vélo, but this is just to make a sim. I will do le bus. Let's do le bus que j'ai conduit est rouge. Okay, just a little trivia. I can drive a car, not a bus. So yeah, I hope this is better now. Joshua, Shashwat. Ale, tell me. So if COD comes before the past participle, it agrees with the gender. No, it's not that. We have so when it comes before the subject. We'll look at more sentences. Okay. La fleur que j'ai achetée hier est en rose, for example. Ok. या फिर le sac que j'ai acheté okay. So if all of this is extra confusing, leave it for now. Remember this sentence structure. Okay. COD ka subject verb, so the verb will occur. Okay. I know this is very confusing. When I learnt this, I did not understand this at all. But yes, so my teachers helped me understand it more and more, and the more I repeated, the more it helped me. So, you know what helps when learning anything, in fact, not just French? What helps is, doing it no matter what, doing it no matter we understand or no. Okay, so for now, if you don't understand why and what, just remember this sentence structure, and remember that if this is femina, I will be according it as femina. If this is femina and plural, we will be doing femina and plural. Ok, j'essaierai à les utiliser dans la classe. Ok, très bien Joshua. Les roses que j'ai achetées hier. Rose, okay. You have to tell me now if rose is féminin ou masculin. Un rose, une rose. Je pense que c'est masculin. If it's masculine, so you will not be adding the extra E, Shashwat. But if it's femina, yes, the E is correct. Okay. So repeating things help even if you don't understand. Okay. When I remember when I was, when we were all learning the tables in maths in school, second, third, fourth, fifth standard. I never got it, like what it really means. I just learned them, but now I understand what it logically means as well. But now we don't need it anymore. So yeah, we learn this because we need it for the exam, not necessarily we use it in our lives. So yeah, but okay, by saying so, when I started repeating this sentence again and again, I do use it much more, and I like when I use it because it helps me improve my spoken and written French. It shows that I have a good level, which you want to show in your exams. Okay, so it's very important to have such structures. Okay, time and again I keep saying, and I'm sure your faculties keep saying to you as well, that you have to have variations in your structures. Okay, now variations do not mean only the verbs. Okay, it could be these structures. So whenever you're reading or listening, just pick up structures like this from here and there and make sure you're using them in your spoken and written French. Sava? Okay, Shashwat. Well, I got one gender right today. So that's a win. Okay. Uh, yeah. I would also like to say we are at the end of the session, but with this, I made mistakes. See, in this session, I made mistakes, but I kept on going. Okay, so keeping on going is important. I take the wins. I try to learn from the losses. Uh, so yeah, I hope you also keep on going. Uh, if we are at the end of the session, uh, I want to know if everything is clear to everyone, if anyone needs any more explanation or more examples. So I want to see that in the chat. If all is clear, I want water elements. Okay, anything related to water in the chat. If it's not clear, you can type in the chat. Merci, Joplin. Okay, come on, more emojis. Okay, well, while we are having these emojis, I want others to send them as well. Shweta, yes. Joshua. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the top fans. We have Chaplin and Joshua. I'm sure Shashwat was next in line. So even though you all are the top fans, the three of you, I have become a fan of you. So yeah, I don't know if this will work or not. But yeah, I have become a fan of you. Uh, yeah, now it should work. Ok. Also, Joshua, moi aussi, je suis triste que c'est fini. J'ai appris quelque chose aussi, like the new genders. Not the new genders. There are, well, not to be political, there are genders that exist. And I learned the gender of leçon, and hopefully I will remember it. I hope all of you have learned something as well. I want to know before you all leave and I leave too. I want to know what you want to do in the next session. I would have preferred, a speaking session of sorts, but we cannot do a speaking session on the live, sadly. So, till the time all of you are telling me what you want in the next session, I don't know what to say, so I will just tell you about what I have planned for my day. I'll just after this session, je vais aller prendre mon petit déj et puis je vais m'habiller, je vais me préparer pour le bureau, pour aller au bureau. Aujourd'hui, je rencontre quelques élèves et le soir, j'irai à la maison. C'est tout. Peut-être demain, waouh, subjonctif. Peut-être demain je rencontre mes amis. Demain, in Ahmedabad, there's a tree walk that's happening. Donc peut-être j'y irai demain. Okay. Joplin wants to learn about subjunctive. Well, what about it? Do you want to discuss more and more structures or just the conjugation? Because it's if it's just the conjugation, uh, if it's just the conjugation, then I think that's simple. What exactly of subjunctive? If you would tell me, I would be happy to take that up. Joshua is saying, je suis très heureux que le français ne que le français. Ok. Que les Français ne savaient pas qu'il y a d'autres genres. For those of you who are still new to French, Joshua said that he's happy that the French people didn't know that there are other genders as well. I am glad too. It would have been a gross bordel. Well, okay. Joplin again. Or others. Joshua, Shashwat, you can also tell me what you want me to take up next, or if there are some requests from the team, uh, you can share it in your WhatsApp groups. I am in most of your WhatsApp groups, as all of you know. Okay, structure, conjugation, when to use it, how to use it. Okay, Sava. We'll do subjunctive. We'll try and take subjunctive next time then. Okay, well, is there anything you want to say to me before I leave for the day, for the week? Bon weekend, everyone. Um, I hope you have a very nice day today and the weekend as well. In Ahmedabad, it is not as hot. So, okay, so let's take gerundive and subjunctive both maybe together. Let's see what we do. So yeah, I was saying in Ahmedabad it's not that hot, so it's really the time that we enjoy very much. Okay, well, I'll see you. Hope you have a nice weekend. Au revoir. À tantôt.